People go into the forest to hike, camp, and get away from it all. But now some have claimed that while they were in national forests, they've had tasers and guns pulled on them by Forest Service law enforcement officers. And that has the sheriffs in some counties saying to the Forest Service, not so fast.
I got some pretty nice gold out here.
Panning for gold is Rick Eddy's hobby and passion. He spends many weekends here in the Stanislaus National Forest on Bean Creek.
The reason it was called Bean Creek is because when early miners came here, they were getting nuggets as big as beans. At least that's the story I hear.
While panning in this creek with some friends last year,
Well, right here is where I was working.
Eddy says Forest Service law enforcement officers approached his group, demanding to see IDs.
I've had run-ins with, Forest Service, Fish and Game, people like that. Never had anything like this. And I've been doing this over 50 years.
Afraid of losing any gold they found and knowing they were on a mining claim they had rights to, Eddy hesitated.
I did ask him, I said, why do you need to see my identification? And that's when he said we wanted to see who's in our forest. We wanted to check and see if there's any outstanding warrants and check and see if you're claim jumping.
Eddy again questioned what kind of authority they had to demand IDs out in the forest, and that's when he says another officer pulled out her weapon and aimed it at him.
They had a taser pointed at me. What are you going to do, get shot? I was standing in the water. So I said, okay.
The group dropped their pans and sloughs and went to their truck to get their IDs. They later reported it to the American Miners' Rights Association. Association President Shannon Poe says he has received at least a dozen complaints about stops and searches by Forest Service officers.
Where does this come from? Who taught them this stuff? Who taught them that they could ignore the Constitution and the Fourth Amendment?
It has become one of several incidents involving innocent citizens that led some California sheriffs to pull rank. Under California law known as Section 830.8, Forest Service law enforcement officers have no authority to enforce California statutes without written consent of the sheriff. In many of California's counties, the sheriffs have signed off year after year. But KCRA discovered 9 sheriffs across the state in this past year have not. 6 of the counties are in the Sierra and foothills, including Mariposa County, where the panning incident occurred, and El Dorado County.
They don't answer to us. They don't work for us. So the complaints seem to fall on deaf ears.
El Dorado Sheriff John D'Agostini said he stopped signing off after trying for over a year to work with the officers.
Sheriff D'Agostini described some Forest Service officers as rogue and heavy-handed in dealing with innocent citizens like some legally camping on Forest Service land.
They would literally sneak up on these folks, jump out of the brush, scare them to their wits' end, with guns drawn. Nobody moves, let me see your hands. Where's your guns? Where's your campfire permit? That was the response.
That really happened with the camp?
That really happened.
The Forest Service denied our request for an interview, but they sent us a statement saying the incidents mentioned were examined and based on a review of the facts, the appropriate actions were taken by the law enforcement officers involved.
I would love to have that relationship that I could trust them to do the right thing all the time, and then they would have their authority. They would have never been pulled. That would ultimately be the best thing.
But D'Agostini doesn't foresee giving Forest Service law enforcement officers the power to enforce California laws under his watch. And gold panners say even though the officers don't have the authority in many counties, they're still patrolling California's mountain roads.
The Forest Service would not disclose what, if anything, happened to the officers involved in the gold panning incident. Now, in those counties where their authority to arrest for state law violations has been pulled, the Forest Service says since those officers can't make an arrest when they see a state law being broken, they're now instructed to call the appropriate agency and report it.